Hello everyone, welcome back to Solasta Crown of the Magister, where Gothic is currently crownless. His wonderful head of hair there uninterrupted by the crown itself. We have moved south to the town of Earcorn, suspicious for not having a tavern. We were beginning to move through under the benefit of pass without trace. And in the town centre here, there's a lot of bushes. Now, we've seen bushes like this before. They've often contained magical components and flowers. Let's see if this is any different. It seems to be relatively safe and usual. We'll take what we find, just on the interest of having it, although I've not been crafting fairly religiously through this whole process, but still, you never know why these things are being presented to us now and that the game's not giving us an opportunity to make things easier for ourselves later. But still, taking these flowers, not being ambushed, is always pleasant. Oh, we've spotted some tracks. And the last bush. Alright, so that's the plants harvested. Doesn't seem to be much else on the peripheries here. So, looks like we're going up towards this barn structure.
I have something.
Footprints? Really? It's a village. People live here.
Your villagers have claws.
Sorax?
This is it. Be ready for anything.
Right. I was about to cast True Seeing with Pastel, but I didn't have the moment to get the spell off. And here is the ambush we were fearing. So, what do we know about these guys? Only 2 out of 4 knowledge, so not tons. We've got some unknown creatures. Veterans, assassins, veterans, abominations. All of that good, fun stuff. Right, with Gothic up first, where do we want to begin? We obviously have all of our spell slots. So I think a minor elementals, just to keep the heat off of us, is never going to be a bad plan. So we'll get 4 of them, just so that there are more targets. Pop 1 there. 1 there. And the other 2 around the place, just to cause some level of hopeful distraction. Now, Kite is stood next to Gothic, so he's able to force disadvantage, but even still, we can cast Shield on ourselves, giving ourselves 5 more AC. There's the invisibility I was concerned about. So as much as there are other things I would like to do on Pastel's first turn, I think we will be protecting ourselves from invisibility. Of course, we have to get to Pastel's turn first. This is Kite's turn, and since we have a creature here that we can be attacking, I don't see why we wouldn't. Good, a 21 hits. I'm always happy to see that. We'll drop a level 1 smite here.
Wait till the next one.
Not resistant to magical slashing or radiant damage. And we'll get our second attack in. We are going to miss on a 12 though. Shriek. Terrifying shriek. And now we've got ones flying. Classic. But our baby elementals are doing just as intended and keeping all of these attacks off of us and on them instead. And even trying to hit back in their own tiny way. Right, Pastel. We will be casting True Sight on ourselves. I think that's already been done. It seems that we do not need to concentrate on that, which is really nice. And we can cast a bonus action spell as well. And so I don't see why we wouldn't cast ourselves a spiritual weapon. And let's do that at 4th. Cast using a 3rd level spell, add 1+ die to the effect. So we'll use a 4th level spell slot for that. And we'll put that over here where there's multiple enemies that we can strike against. Faith will not be able to hide here, but we can sneak attack against this creature that is next to an ally. We have +7 with our bow. No. Oh, god damn it. I ended my turn by pressing N when I thought that would bring up my inventory screen, but that's Baldur's Gate 3 pulls up the character sheet. Well, that's really annoying. Alright, so we wasted that turn entirely. Let's see what Merton's working with. He's got his sword. Rope grapple. Target a creature and attempt to pull it if it fails a strength contest. And then attack and a bonus action attack. Alright, well, we'll get in and start swinging. Very nice. We'll go again.
Again.
This sword hits incredibly well. We'll go for the bonus action attack as well. So, apart from the missed sneak attack opportunity, not a bad round. Call of the Night.
You suck.
Right, Gothic's turn. His shield ends, but we now have these two creatures in our vicinity. We can actually squeeze a cone of cold in between Merton and Kite. We can't hit anything further away from us, though, unfortunately. Hold on. In fact, this exact angle here hits the two creatures in front of us, and I think it hits this flying guy over there. So if we're very careful, we shouldn't hit Merton with this. Right, well, we missed over there. They sustained some cold damage, but not lots, unfortunately. Kite is going to retaliate block again. And Gothic is going to keep up with the shielding. Really want to get some of these other creatures off the board. Alright, we're back to Kite. We can hit this guy in front of us, and if that succeeds, we can move over to the abomination as well.
Good.
Right, we're not going to get there quite this turn. And another miss on 12. Oh, it's this blue guy in front of us with legendary actions. I'd missed that. Pastel's up next, still operating her true sight, but now we can cast something else with concentration. Of course, the classic in this moment is a high-level Spirit Guardians. Let's take our attack here first. 13 force damage is very nice to see. Hopefully from here, Spirit Guardians will encompass a good area. And let's do that at 4th level as well. Alright, it's only going to get the closer one for now, but when they die, the other guy's probably going to move in. And now Faith will not accidentally pass her turn. And I can't remember if these things qualify as allies for the case of sneak attack. So why not take this opportunity to find out?
More coming your way.
Absolutely do, which is excellent. Any use for our cunning action? I don't think so. I think we will move just behind here, because this is going to mean that Kite can protect us with his shield. Back to Arwen Merton. We'll take out the unknown creature first. Nice and dead. And then we can get our second swing in on the abomination.
Well struck.
His sword is tip-top. Obviously, we could have stolen it for ourselves, but I like where we're at right now. And their resistance to non-magical slashing damage is also great, effectively giving them twice as many HP. You have to wonder if, on a harder difficulty or something, whether the AI would just ignore such unimposing threats. Because if I was a DM, I would not spend all my actions trying to attack the little things surrounding me.
Nice move.
Great work, that elemental. We are back to Gothic. Now, obviously, we can be attacking. There's no problem with that. But is there any other kind of action we would like to give to anybody? I don't think so. It's only really haste is our main buff that we don't even use that often. But, I mean, Arwen Merton with a haste could be incredibly powerful, apart from there's not too much else directly near us currently. And so let's go with... We don't know... I think I don't know if these guys are resistant to necrotic, or at least I don't remember if they are. They might be resistant to fire. Or that might be just me thinking about all the time we spent in the volcanoes and such. So let's try a Lich Slap. And that's a nat 1. I can't recall if our
Are you okay?
cantrips went up to 3 dice at level 10 as well or not. Right, kite. Simple enough action here. Right, not quite the kill we wanted, but that's fine. Back around the houses for all the tiny stuff. And here I was thinking that we were going to have to go around the town, find clues, solve a mystery. Nah, straight in with the ambush. And then back round to Pastel. So, we still have our spiritual weapon. So that's a miss there. We're still concentrating on Spirit Guardians, but we will move in slightly so that this enemy is inside the bubble, even if only for 1 turn, although Faith might have something to do about that later. And then it's going to be just using our standard spell slots for a while, it seems. So let's use some first level guiding bolts around the place.
You like it?
And so someone will have advantage against that attack next. And that someone could be Faith. With our longbow, we've got a lot of range to work with. And I suppose we do really want to be eliminating numbers as fast as possible so that our foes effectively have fewer attack actions in the orbit.
Ha! Take that!
Excellent. And Arwen Merton. Doing great work. Perhaps could have used the bonus action attack there, which would have saved us the readied action for something else that comes close to us. But for now, we'll just stay as we are, waiting for something else to come and threaten us. And these guys taking a good number of hits for their 46 HP. As I said, with resistance it's more like they have 92, 82, 92. Maths is hard. It's not like this game has anything to do with maths though, so it's not like I need to know it with all these numbers. Right, Gothic. We need to take the fight to them in some capacity. This thing is very nearly dead. So I wonder... if we get out here, we can sacrifice our own tiny creature to get a good fireball going here. Do we want to do it at 3rd level rather than anything higher? I think so. Thank you, unknown creature. You served us well. Oh, we've been counterspelled. And we didn't get an opportunity to counterspell that counterspell, which hurts me inside. Kite. Tell you what. Being Kite. You know what Kite has, right? That's right. Fireballs. So that's 36 fire to that abomination, a little less to the soldier. They are casting Inflict Wounds. That is a melee attack, so they're doing it against one of the elementals. They are certainly welcome to spend an Inflict Wounds on one of those creatures. And they are, of course, concentrating on the fly spell. A 21 misses our guy with the incredible AC. And he's making 3 attacks, which is no joke. Sorakath, of course, is casting a spell. Probably shield. That's fine. Right, we've got spiritual weapon doing its thing over here first. Another miss. And then for an action, I think we will go with guiding bolt up on this flying guy. Although, yeah, let's just do this. It's going to give advantage on a next attack. Oh, he fell. Excellent. It's going to give advantage on the next attack against him, which might be one of these elementals, which is kind of a waste of advantage. But that's no big deal. In fact, Faith is immediately next, so why wouldn't we do that? Oh, the shield probably gave them the edge on that one. Merton cannot get this far, unfortunately. But we will have him progress forward. There's no reason to hold back completely. And let's ready a melee attack just in case they step closer to us. Yes, well done to those tiny elementals. All told, they're getting in more damage than I really thought they would. Right, we've got 2 guys here quite close to one another. So I think a level 2 shatter will do us well. Good use for those low level spell slots, although 5 thunder damage is a little disappointing. Do we have any other spell stuff we want to use? Not particularly. Bless would not have been a bad choice, but I think we're going to be alright in this fight. Oh dear. The nat 1s are a bad time. Oh, but the nat 20 to pull it back. Let's use a 2nd level spell slot for the extra dice, and all dice are doubled on a crit. Totally worth it. That guy's shield is over, and they spent their turn healing themselves. And this veteran is going to attack 3 times against Kite with his AC of like 22 or 23. So they're going to struggle with that. Baby elementals continue doing their thing.
Try again.
Then back to Pastel. Who is our current biggest threat? Not anyone particularly. So we'll do our spiritual weapon shtick. Man, that guy cannot hit anything anymore. And then let's go with some cantrips, just to help things out without spending too many spell slots, just in case we don't find somewhere to rest in the interim. Now Faith can make a sneak attack over here.
You'll die anyway.
That's a shame. And Arwen Merton is definitely going to be able to get some good licks in here. Or we'll just keep missing. Or we'll just keep missing. Or we'll just keep missing. At least they can miss too sometimes. Sometimes. Alright, Baby Elemental is down. They're continuing to try and attack Kite, which is not going to go well for them. They're casting Shield. I pass on spending Counterspell there. Gothic over here. I don't think these guys are going to be too much trouble, really. So let's get up in their faces with some more cantrips. That's 22 poison damage in a cantrip. That's great. D12, 12, D12, 10. Kite. Let's go for the one with the lower health first. I'm going to save some smites for a while.
No quarter given.
Worth it on that one because they died. I know I said I was saving them, but... Hold person. I assume they're not hold personing... Oh, it's... The elementals are creatures, monsters, not people. So holding person could be a terrible time, so I will counter this. Spirit Guardians not being put to that good a use today. The fight's really quite spread out at the moment. Pastel is back up. We might as well try and get to somewhere that it's going to do some good. Spiritual weapon. Definitely move it closer to the fight, even if it might not catch up before it's over. And let's just go with Chill Touch over here.
Next time.
Oh dear. Faith can certainly sneak attack. Great work. Merton. Let's go with the bonus action attack first on the off chance he can kill them. Cannot, so we'll attack with our main action.
You have them now.
And we're not going to have enough movement to get over to here and strike, I believe. Unless our range is really good, it's not, so it's the end of Merton's turn.
Truly formidable.
And I think we are just going to go with our cantrips here. Magic Missile's no good because shield negates magic missile automatically. But with a great fireball there, that's resolved.
That did not feel like we surprised them.
Because we didn't. This was a trap.
Yep. Carefully set up to kill us. Well, you, I guess.
Halman
Thanks.
Summer?
He said the intelligence wasn't certain.
The antiquarian? He told you about this place? He's a traitor.
A Sorak in disguise?
Or just one of their agents.
Anyone checked him for a tattoo?
There's only one way to know for sure.
Let's go back to Caer Kiflin.
Right, survival checks all around. Faith, would you please just do the honors and collect whatever supplies we can find here? Cash, torches, some kind of a pendant. Don't need a crossbow, don't need chainmail. I'll take all the bolts and the poison. Don't know if there's going to be any kind of hidden containers around the place as well. I'm assuming that most of this stuff is mundane. And we'll just check this back corner here for any kind of secrets or chests. No path over there. So we have seen those locations, the containers with the plants. Everyone else back together. Check the magical Sorax stuff. Scroll of Pass Without Trace, Scroll of Fear. And we did pick up one necklace. Might just be a mundane trinket, but it's worth checking. Parapet of Health. Very interesting. Now, is that going to need concentration? Requires attunement, that's what I meant. Kind of concentration, but for items. I believe it's set your constitution... No, immunity to disease. Okay, so it's not even constitution of... what would it be? 19, which is +4 for any sickly heroes. So, join me next time. We'll go back to CORNspEAracy, hopefully long rest on the road between here and there, and then confront these endless conspiracies. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.